Guess who's back again. She's back, bitches. She meaning me. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's so dramatic. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be doing a makeup tutorial today. I have only done one makeup tutorial in the last year and a half. I am so excited to sit down, chat with you guys, and put some makeup on, show you what my current beat is looking like. Just like a really easy, everyday glam moment. I'm going to dinner tonight for a friend's birthday. I don't want to be too loud and obnoxious with the face, but I still want to show up. So I also have a new collection coming soon that I'm gonna play with today. I can't wait, you guys. Let me just show you this PR box of this collection. I don't think they're ready. The girlies aren't ready. Like, can we talk about this? Can we discuss the beauty on this box and the fact that I am not on it? My face is nowhere on this box. You guys, this is a really big step for me and my narcissism, okay? The haters are gonna be pressed about this. But look at this. It's the skin tones for me. It is so beautiful. I'm so excited about this collection, you guys. I know that you guys are going to freak because the #1 requested product for us to come back with permanently is now here. I'm so excited. You guys are gonna be so in love with this collection. Let me just show you guys the inside of this PR box. And just so you know, no, this entire video is not gonna just be me talking about this collection. I'm gonna do my entire face, a full makeup tutorial with all different brands, but I wanted to feature this because it's just so freaking beautiful. You guys, oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? Yes, that's right, bitch. We are coming out with 4 putty highlights. We are coming out with a total of 10. Oh my God, I'm having such like nostalgic vibes right now. Just sitting here on camera by myself filming a makeup tutorial. I'm so happy. So anyways, like I was saying, right here, 4 putty highlights. We have a total of 10 bronzers. You guys, I'll talk more about these bronzers when I'm applying it later in the video, but you are not ready. And last, but most certainly not least, the most requested thing in my entire brand. Not only did we come back with the same shades of lip oil from last summer, but we came out with a total of 10. Look at these. Look at these. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, let me put my shit down. Let me get into it. Okay, this is not the face that I wanna see 45 minutes from now. So let's dive in. First things first, I'm not actually gonna prime my skin. I ran out of my primer like a month ago, you guys, and I just realized I don't need it. I know it's so weird, right? Like the only time that I use primer now is if I go in with like a priming oil when I'm feeling super dry. Otherwise, I have not used a primer because I'm just like, I don't need it. Today, I cleansed my skin, went in with frozen aloe vera. I moisturized that into my skin and then I put moisturizer on top and that's it. And then now I'm just going to moisturize my lips. This is my hydrating lip treatment right here. And then I'm gonna go in with my under eye primer. These are the 2 things that I absolutely have to do. And the reason why I moisturize my lips is because as I am working on my face, my lips will like be completely ready for the lipstick that I go in with at the very end. And my lips will be nice and hydrated so that my lip lasts all day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press all this in. I'm being a little sloppy, but whatever, it's real life. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm also gonna mix it with this one. This is their Natural Radiant Longwear. The reason I'm mixing it is because this is a little too dark for me and I just need a lighter color, but otherwise I would just use this because it's my favorite. It is more of a sheer coverage foundation for me personally, and I really, really like that. I never thought I'd see the day where I like something that's like a little bit more sheer to medium because I'm a full coverage gal, but I'm in a mood, I'm in a phase. Okay, and then I am going to just put this obviously all over the skin. I don't feel like I need to explain to you the foundation routine. We all get it. We've all been there. You know, that's very 10 years ago, if you will. But I'm still using the same damn beauty sponge I've used for like the last 8 years. I still cannot get on the brush game. Like the beauty sponge is just, it's my way. So I'm gonna do this all over the face and then throw on my concealer. Okay, so I actually just finished my 3rd bottle of my concealer and I have to, that was louder than I expected, but I am now having to open up. This is literally my 4th bottle of my concealer that I am going through. So I'm using shade Light Medium Yellow as always. And then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna do line there, 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 and there, blend that out. And then if I decide I want more, of course, I'll go back in and apply more, but typically this is all I need. So I will just blend that out. And then as I'm blending it out, I'm also going to bring it up on my eyelid. That's just me. Not a ton, but just enough to cover up the veins. Just bringing that up there like that. I've seen a lot of people say that this concealer dries down super fast on them, and obviously like I've seen the TikToks and like I can see it happening. It's not like they're lying, and I'm wondering if it's because of the fact that I keep my skin so hydrated before I apply. Like my skin always has moisturizer. I always make sure that I use my hydrating under eye primer, so I'm wondering if maybe that's why I never experienced that, because it does not dry down on me. Like it does, but not that fast. Like I have like 60 seconds to blend it out, where other people are like, oh my God, it dries down in 5 seconds. So it might be that factor. I'm gonna take that same shade. I'm gonna bring it down my nose. I like a lot of coverage on my nose because I feel like it's not that I have texture on my nose. I just feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Like if you get close to me, you can just see like, not bumps, not hair follicles, but I don't know, skin, just normal ass skin. I don't know what it is, but I like extra coverage on my nose. So sometimes I will do like 2 or 3 layers of concealer on my nose because that's just me. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my under eye brightening and setting palette right here. I'm gonna use the shade Light Banana, which is this one right here. This is my go-to shade. I'm just gonna pick it up on that same beauty sponge, and then I'm going to just dab a little bit, like the lightest pressure, because I am not about having the under eyes look like I have product on, even though I obviously use a good amount of concealer. I wanna keep it super light. And I also know that when I'm done with the face, like one of the things I do is like my final touches is I go back over my under eye to make it look like flawless. So in the meantime, I do the lightest amount. My under eyes look so flawless right now, like this powder. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Powder Move Loose Setting Powder. This is new to my brand. This was a collaboration that me and my mom did. You guys, if you know, you know. I have not seen not one negative review on this powder. It is so beautiful. This is the first time that I'm actually using it here on YouTube since I haven't done a makeup tutorial in a long time. I will sometimes use my sponge, or I will use like a big fluffy brush, which I don't even have around me right now, but it doesn't matter, whatever your vibe is. But this is just like the creamiest, smoothest powder, and when your face is set, it just looks like skin. It leaves a little bit of that dewiness. It's not gonna mattify you, but it's not gonna add any shimmer or any sparkle, and the beautiful thing about it is it looks amazing on all different skin types. You know, like me and my mom, the fact that we both love the same powder is crazy, but like look at that. Look at how it still looks like foundation. It just sets it. Like this side is just like a little too satiny, a little too much, and obviously we know that that's gonna kind of budge throughout the day because it's not set, but this is just like, it doesn't even look like there's powder on it. It just looks like dewy skin. It's so yummy. The texture of this right now is so god awful. Oh my God, but it's so good for you. So we drink it. Okay, so now my entire face is set with the Powder Move Loose Powder. Feels so good. I forgot to mention, I did use shade Sheer Light. That is always my shade. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my brand new pressed bronzer. You guys, I am so excited to be introducing this product to you. Like, you know I love bronzer. You know I love blush. Like, if you have been following me for a long time, like OG, my very first video of all time on YouTube was about bronzer, and then I deleted it because it was so embarrassing, and I filmed it on a webcam, and it was just terrible. But I love bronzer so much, and I created my dream bronzer. And also, can we talk about this packaging? Like, I came up with this packaging years ago. I was like, I want a matte chocolate with the gold J. Like, it is just so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna open it up. Here we have the bronzer inside, and then there's a little pull tab so you can take this off super easily to reveal your mirror. You guys, the quality, I'm sorry, but like, can I get a round of applause? Because my brand is getting better and better. Like, this is bomb, are you kidding? Okay, so this is an extremely beautiful formula, very, very creamy, goes on, honestly, like butter. It's so, so creamy. The best part of it is the smell. Oh my God, it smells like coffee that you put a little bit of toffee syrup in. Like, I can't describe it, but even as you apply it, you'll like taste it. And it's just like, especially when you do your makeup, I'm trying to find a brush as I'm talking to you, especially as you do your makeup like in the morning, there's something about it. It's just like so like revitalizing and refreshing, applying your bronzer and smelling like that toffee caramely coffee scent. It's so good. Okay, so this bronzer does come in 10 different shades, but I'm going in with the shade Tan Lines. That's my preferred shade that I typically always use. I'm gonna pick up any fluffy brush right here. This is the one that Ariel created with Morphe. These brushes are so freaking beautiful. I think they're sold out right now, but when they come back in stock, if you don't have them, I suggest you get them. They're so gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. A little bit will go a long way. And I'm just gonna begin to blend this on the cheeks. And you will see the blend, the smoothness, the creaminess. Like, bitch, I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed. My dog is barking outside my door, hold on. Oh, it's you, I thought it was Jordan. I thought he was coming to pick up the dog.
I was listening, I was like,
I'm showing them my new collection.
I die.
Don't you die?
Oh, all of these colors.
Uh-huh.
Come on, let's go work out.
What's that? Oh my goodness. Excellent. The smell that I'm getting from it is so good. It's not overpowering either. It's not like in your face, like aggressive. It's just such a slight amount of like that toffee. Okay, I'm gonna bronze around the forehead. Of course, I cannot leave the house without a bronzer helmet. I'm gonna blend this out. That on there, my phone is going crazy. People are texting me so much. I'm like, don't you know I am filming? Perfect. Okay, now hear me out. I know a lot of people do not bake anymore. They're so over it. They're too good for it. I still love to bake, all right? I don't do it every single day by all means, but I still love to do it. And I hate that I'm going in with another one of my products because it seems like I'm just trying to sell you my products. I'm not, but actually I literally don't have any translucent powder or baking powder right now. I'm complete out of everything except my brightening powder. So I'm going in with my loose brightening powder in, this is, yeah, Brightening Light Banana. And I'm gonna just use this to bake right under here. I don't always do this, but I do feel like it really makes a big difference for my makeup personally at the end, so why not? Somebody left a comment, I forgot where it was, on like what social media outlet, like a week ago, and they were like, oh my God, I can't believe that she still bakes. Who's gonna tell her that that's so dated? She's so chooky. And I was like, that's the best that you've got? Like out of all the ups I've made on social media, you're really gonna come for me for still baking? Okay, I am gonna just contour my nose really quickly. This is a step that I absolutely cannot skip. Like if I don't contour my nose, I feel like I have a beak on my face. This is a must. I'm using this like super old Artiste brush. I haven't heard anyone talk about that brand in so long, but you can find brushes like this. Like Morphe has the exact same one, and I kind of just like flip flop back and forth which one I grab. When it comes to me contouring my nose, I am so sloppy. Like I literally do 2 harsh lines and then I blend it out like crazy to the point that I basically just have like a brown nose. Get it? Brown nose there. Okay, seriously. So I just blend it out like crazy and then I do a little bit of that powder to bake. And then when I wipe it away, it's just perfect. But it's just like kind of like the lazy girl way of contouring because I just don't have time. That's a lie. I do have the time. I just don't want to do it. You guys, I can't get over how much fun I'm having. Like I'm serious. I'm having so much fun sitting here filming this right now. I forgot how much I love makeup tutorials. I don't know why I stopped. I feel like I got in my head and I got wrapped up in like the lipstick situation for so long. I lost so much confidence and I gained all this weight and I was just like, man, poor me, victim, victim, victim. And then TikTok blew up and everyone's on there now and not on YouTube. But God, there's just something so relaxing and just like pure about YouTube. I don't know what it is. Maybe that's just me, but that's just how I feel. And I'm just so happy to be here right now, as corny as that sounds. I really am. I know I've told this story before, but when Jordan and I first started dating, I would not let him see me when I was doing my makeup, like at all. Like I would go into my room and I'd be like, okay, be back in an hour. And it would be like a full transformation. And I remember one time, I forgot what he needed, but he was like, hey, can I come in? And I looked like this and I was in a full panic. I was like, no! Like I was so scared that he was gonna see me like this and be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Crazy how times change. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm going to use the I'm sorry, this is not Anastasia. This is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. It is the angled one. It's my favorite. It is so good. I've tried so many brow pencils and I just keep going back to this one. I love it. I'm gonna fill my brows and I will be right back. Okay, brows are done. Finally, things are coming together. I have my entire base done. Now I can focus on my eyes and my lips. So for my eyes today, of course, I'm gonna be going in with the Dear Mom palette right here. This is still on Jaclyncosmetics.com, also in Morphe stores. But the Luxe Legacy palette, which is the exact same shades as this, is available at Ulta and Ulta.com. This is just the limited edition packaging, but either one, it's the same thing. I just always have to make sure that you guys are aware of that. So first things first, I'm gonna dip into the shade Farm Girl right here. I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. So I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to put that in this outer corner up towards the brow, just to give us that base. I wanna do just like a really, really pretty, simple glam look. This is kind of my go-to look that I do, like without having to even use my brain. I just throw it on a couple days a week and run out the door because I feel pretty in it. It's not over the top, it's not too much, and it's basically perfect for any occasion. One of my dogs are barking at the door, hold on.
Oh my goodness, there's a big girl coming in.
That is a big girl. Back to blending. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Puddin Girl right here. I'm just gonna put that over top of what we just did right over here, just to deepen and warm it up. I'm just kind of stamping it on like this, because I'm looking for the coverage, because we're already blended out up there toward the brow. So I'm just stamping this on with a fluffy brush, and then once I have the pigment down, I will just lightly go over it. So we have no harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix two shades to create my lid color. I'm gonna mix Peenty Butter and Biscuit because I wanna have kind of like a skin tone like shade all over my lid. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of both back and forth. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm going to tap it. Exactly. I'm gonna tap that all over the lid. We love it. Okay, so now that I have that base down, I'm gonna take a little precise brush like this and a little bit more of that Puddin Girl shade, and then just like kind of lightly tap just to kind of ombre that lid color into that outer crease. I'm like barely even touching this, just to blend. And then I'm gonna take just the shade Biscuit by itself now, completely alone. You can take Biscuit or Honey. Either of these two shades right there will work, and use that on its own to give extra brightness. And then I'm gonna target that just on the inner corner specifically, kind of like up in this area. That way we're going like the highlighted matte look to the skin tone to the outer eye. It's just gonna kind of, especially since all matte, give like a very natural-esque, like, whoo, just very, almost like a contoured eye look. We're not going for like dramatic shadow or anything like that, obviously. Now I'm gonna take the shade Bad Mousey right here on a stiff little brush, and I'm just going to gently put it on the upper lash line as if it's eyeliner. And just stipple it like this, a little bit at a time. I just got that dark brown eyeshadow on my nose, and that's gonna have to wait till later. We'll fix it. I'm gonna go in with my Accent Light highlighter in the shade Iced. I am so excited, you guys. If you follow me on my Instagram, then you probably would have seen me announce this along with my brand announcement, but Ulta actually chose my brand, Jaclyn Cosmetics, to be a part of their Summer Obsessions, which is so incredible. You get 3 times the points when shopping through Summer Obsessions, and they chose my Accent Light highlighter right here, which is my baked highlight formula, and they chose it in the top 4 seller shades, which means that this product is in every single Ulta store in the world, which is so crazy, you guys. It's such a big opportunity for my brand. It's so amazing to see like that, I don't know, that people actually enjoy my products. It never gets old, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a tiny little brush and just gently highlight the brow. You can see this highlight does not play games. I know it's one of our top sellers. A ton of people already know, already own, but still, if you don't know, now you know. That highlight is so good. What the frick? Okay, I'm going to curl my lashes and then, shit, where did my stuff go? I'm gonna curl my lashes and then I'm going to apply Fenty Beauty Mascara, and then I'm going to pop on some false lashes, and I will be right back. Okay, so now my lashes are on, and I'm going to apply some shadow to my lower lash line. I did use the Kiss lashes in the style Ruffle. They're my favorite. I buy like 4 packs at a time. Now I'm gonna go in with the same shade, Farm Girl, and I'm gonna put that all over my lower lash line. I'm just using any sort of pencil brush or fluffy brush. This is the one I always use. What is this? This is the Morphe E18. I just always grab this one for my lower lash line. And then I'm just gonna run that back and forth, blending it down a little bit. I personally don't like it when my lower lash line is like super tight on my waterline. I think it makes my eyes look very closed. So I always blend like that first kind of soft shade down, and then I put the darker shade super tight on the lower lash line. I also discovered this brush recently. It's by Persona Cosmetics. I ordered one of the eyeshadow palettes and this came with it. I don't know what it's called, but this brush is legendary. And I use this to blend out my lower lash line A lot of times I use it to blend out up here as well, but it is just like the perfect amount of density while still being super soft. I'm gonna take my bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. I'm gonna grab it on that brush and I'm going to just blend that under here as well. What this is gonna do is just give us such a bronzy look without even kind of trying to, like very summery. Since I have that bronzer on the cheeks, just kind of using it to blend out that under eye is just gonna give it like that extra bronze effect that's just like the whole face very monochromatic. I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna take shade Puddin Girl right there. I'm gonna put that just a little bit tighter on the waterline since it is a deeper shade and just bring it all the way across. Okay, I'm gonna wipe away this powder all around my nose. Since we are coming to an end on the eyes, we can perfect this face. Okay, and then let's get rid of all of this down here as well. Just kind of circular motions, because I don't want that to be a harsh line, of course. I mean, look at how smooth. Come on, like, bitch, yes. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is grab one of my under eye brightening palettes. This one has been used and abused, obviously. I'm gonna go in with the shade Lilac right here, and maybe a little bit of Coconut right here. And this to me is like one of those like final touches that I have to do. So I'll pick those up with a small brush, and then I'm going to bring it down like this on the under eye. You just gotta wait for it, okay? Then picking up a brush like this right here. This is a Makeup by Ariel brush again. And then I'm going to just stamp that, bring it down along the side of the nose, stamping it underneath the eye. And this is just like that finishing touch that's gonna give that under eye just flawlessness. But again, we are not using a lot, just a little bit at a time. Do you see the difference in what that did? I mean, obviously you can, but this side of the face is just kind of flat, and then this side just has this like lifted effect. And then I'll apply a pinch more bronzer and blush, and then it's just gonna come together and look. A key step for me is I'm gonna take some black eyeliner. This is Pat McGrath. I have my Jaclyn Cosmetics black eyeliner right in front of me, and I'm like, no, you do not need to use everything Jaclyn Cosmetics. So I'm going with Pat McGrath. Such a beautiful eyeliner formula. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it on my upper waterline, because this is just gonna make those lashes look so much better. It's one of those details that you don't have to do it, but it is the extra step that's just gonna make your makeup look really, really good. Okay, so I feel like some of my bronzer has come off from like all the rubbing that I have done, all the blending, if you will. I'm gonna take a little bit more, same shade, and I'm just going to stamp over just this area just to deepen up that bronzer a little bit, just like that. And then again, I will go over it a little bit just to make sure that it is blended once again. I'm bringing it up under the under eye, kind of meeting where we put that bronzer on the under eye area, like that. I'm gonna pick up my Rouge Romance right here, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Pretty Posh, which is just this nice, soft matte pink. And I'm gonna put this just lightly. I don't wanna get too blushy today, but right underneath the eye, kind of back towards the temple and around. Now I'm gonna take some white eyeliner and I'm going to line the lower waterline of my eye. I don't want it to be stark white, so I'm just gonna do just a little bit and walk away. Okay, so before I do mascara on my lower lash line, I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna go in with my setting spray that I created with my mom. What's so funny is that when we first created this, I actually didn't love it because I was like, I don't need a makeup setting spray to make my makeup last any longer because my makeup never moves. Like, that's not my issue. And my mom was like, well, I need a makeup setting spray that makes it last all day and all night because her makeup fades and it just kind of like disappears on her skin throughout the day. I ended up loving the setting spray, and now it's one of my favorites because not only does it make your makeup last, but it makes your skin look so healthy and glowy, but it's not a dewy setting spray. It just makes everything look very natural. Okay, so now that my face is set and I use a setting spray, I'm now gonna go in with my new Putty highlight. This is in the shade Skylight right here. This is coming out in 4 beautiful shades. You can see that I already swatched this one. I suggest always setting your makeup first if you use a powder before you go in with this, because this is truly a putty. It is a glaze. It is wet. It's gonna give you that wet effect. It's not technically a cream, but it sure damn well feels like one. So I'm gonna highlight my nose with this. I'm gonna do a little tiny dot right there. And then I'm going to do a little line down the center. It's so subtle, it just kind of looks like, almost like you're glistening a little bit, like out in the sun. So let me show you how I apply it on my cheeks. So I'm gonna take just a synthetic brush right here. I'm gonna dab a little bit in, just like that. And then what I will do is just pat this on. And it's literally, first of all, it's like blinding, but it, honest to God, looks like almost like you're sweaty, if that makes sense. Not oily, but it's just so perfect for summer. It is just like the yummiest, most like glazed donut vibe. Like, are you kidding? First of all, my hair right there is in the way, but I mean, come on. Same thing over here. I mean, dear Lord. I never highlight my cheeks anymore just because I don't want to emphasize them, but I'm going to today. Just a tiny bit. Just again, to give like that summer look of like just got done hanging out at the pool, put a little bit on my chin. Just very like J-Lo glow, just iconic. I'm like kind of rubbing it all around on the under eye area. Like I'm just kind of patting it everywhere. Like, geez, that looks so beautiful. It's like blending it out in that area. I mean, gorgeous. So now for lips, I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite combos ever. I'm actually opening up new ones because I am basically out of the ones in my personal stash. So I'm gonna start off with the lip liner in the shade Be Brave. This is one of mine by Jaclyn Cosmetics. And since I put on that lip moisturizer, at this point it's been like 2 hours because I've been filming for so long, I keep getting distracted by the dogs. Since I put that on, my lips are nice and moisturized right now. So this is gonna glide on even better than normal. Hold on, let me get that foundation off. These lip liners are another product by my brand that I've never seen a negative review on, ever. Like, I love these liners so much. I think that they are one of the best things that I've created, and they're one of the best liners in the industry. I've never seen one person say anything bad about them. They're so good. Okay, so there is shade Praline, and then I'm going to take Be Brave and put it over top. This is my favorite liquid lip in the entire world. Not just that I created, but in the entire world. This shade right here is my favorite shade ever. I have gone through probably 10 bottles of this, and it's actually been out of stock on Ulta and JaclynCosmetics.com and Morphe for like 6 months, and it just came back in stock on Ulta.com. They got it before I did, so Ulta is the only one that actually carries this shade right now. But this shade, it's so good, and it's so good on so many different skin tones. It is just like the most perfect, like not too pale, not too pink, just like mauve-y perfection. So now that we have on my most favorite lip color of all time, I'm gonna top it off with a silky lip oil right here. I am so excited that we are coming out with 10 of these, you guys. We came out with 4 of them last summer. You guys sold them out, and it was the #1 requested thing to bring these back and to make more shades. And so immediately me and my team jumped on it because obviously seeing that demand, we're like, say less. So many beautiful shades. They are so silky. They make your lips look wet. Very similar to the highlight, the Putty hat in this collection. It's just very much a wet moment this summer, okay? I'm gonna go in with the shade Petal Drip. I'm kind of feeling like this pinky vibe. So all, instantly yes. Like immediately, the second I put it on, it's so much yes. Like, look at that, sexuality, okay. We did come out with all 4 of the same shades that we launched last year, but we also added an additional 6, bitch. I mean, you know me. The girlies who get it, okay? I have literally talked about a wet lip for probably 8 years. Do you remember back in the day when I used to talk about Kris Jenner's lips and I was like, why is she not telling us what gloss she is wearing? Because it just looks like she soaked them in oil. Like, this is it. This is it. Not sticky, hydrating, silky ass lip oil. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this makeup tutorial. I hope that you enjoy this. I know that it's definitely like old school vibes now at this point, but I had such a good time sitting down here and just doing makeup with you guys. I know a lot of it was my brand. That was not intentional. I use my products all the time, but I need to get out there and start using other brands. I actually asked Michaela if she would do a TikTok, like a 1- and 2-part TikTok of her entire favorite products for every single thing on the face so that I can recreate it and like try her favorites, because I need to like get outside of my brand, but I just love my products so much. So just a reminder, my new collection right here, bronzers, putty highlights, and silky lip oils, is going to be launching on June 23rd on JaclynCosmetics.com and Ulta.com. The entire collection will be available for you guys to shop. I hope that you guys love this so much. I'm so excited. I think I like this collection even more. Wait, yeah, I do. I like the summer collection even more than last year, and I also love that the PR box has these 3 beautiful women on it and it doesn't have me. I don't know, there's just something about it that I feel like is very powerful, very like woman empowerment, and I love to see it. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoy. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on that bell, do all the things you do here on YouTube. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.